Right, this section is called Expected Value and Fair Game, Standard Level, Chapter 7, Section J. So for a random variable x with the possibilities of x1, x2, x3 all the way to xn, and its associated probabilities, the expected value is going to be this. So what does this mean? Okay, so let's look at this example. This says the sum of all the random variables times its probability, and all of them together. So let's look at this example here. Okay, so we have a spinner on the right, and we expect for every 4 spins, you're going to land in each of these quadrants once, right? If I spin it once, I could be here. Another time, I could be here. Another time, I could be here. Another time, it could be here. We expect that we would hit one of those places once. So that means the probability of each of these quadrants is 1/4. Okay, now the random variables are the numbers in each spot. So the 5, the 10, the 15, and the 50. Those are the random variables. The probabilities is 1/4 since you have an equal chance of getting in each spot. Okay, so what is the expected value? The expected value is each of the random variables, the 5, 10, 15, and 50, times the probability of each of them, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and we're going to add each of those together. 5 times a fourth, plus 10 times a fourth, plus 15 times a fourth, plus 50 times a fourth. And then we end up with 20. So that means we expect to get 20. Now, is there a number 20 on here? No. But what this is meaning is that although it's impossible to get 20 on a spin, over many, many, many spins, we would expect on average a person would get 20 points per spin. Okay, you may want to hit pause and recopy this or watch it over again. I think that would be helpful to watch it multiple times. Okay, let's look at another example. Remember the example we did with magazines and the percentage of customers who bought the number of magazines. So these numbers on the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those were the number of magazines purchased, and these were the percentage of customers that were buying that number of magazine. So if we are asked, find the expected number of magazines bought by each customer, and explain what that means. So we expect 23% to buy 1 magazine, 38% to buy 2, 21% to buy 3, 13% to buy 4, and 5% to buy 5. So if we multiply these together, add them all together, we're going to get an expected value of 2.39. So what does this mean? This means on average, we expect a customer to buy 2.39 magazines. Now, can you buy a fourth of a magazine? No, unless you rip the pages out, but I think the owner of the store would be very upset with you. You're only going to buy integer numbers of magazines, right? But this is what we expect on average, what a customer would buy. Okay, now we're going to talk about fair game. Fair game, we're still going to be calculating expected value, but the important thing about fair game is the expected value when you're all done with this fair game is 0. So if it's a fair game, then we would say EX is equal to 0. Okay? So let's do an example. And in gambling, we're expecting to win, right? So let's look at this example right here. Okay, you go to a carnival, okay? There's Mickey Mouse, Dumbo, clowns, whatever. Okay, and you're going to play a game. It costs $5 to play the game, okay? You've got a spinner, right? So you're going to spin your spinner, okay? Then, so you could either land on a 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? And if you land on 1, you get $1. If you land on a 2, you get $2. If you land on a 3, you get 5. And if you land on a 4, you get $8. Okay, the question is this a fair game? So we have a fourth chance of landing in each spot, right? So 1/4 times 1, 1/4 times 2, 1/4 times 5, 1/4 times 8. Right? Multiply these together, add them all up, and we end up with $4. So we're expecting to win $4, but it costs you $5 to play. So this is not a fair game. You end up paying more than you're going to win. So on average, you're going to lose $1 when you time you play. So I don't recommend you playing this game. Anyways, that's what expected value and fair game. You may want to watch this video again. You may want to look at the examples in the textbook. And the homework is going to be on a handout that you have to download.